Have you ever wondered how something as small as a pumpkin seed could hold the power to boost your health, or if used the wrong way, potentially harm it? Welcome back, my friends, to another heartwarming episode of the Elderly Transformation Podcast. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're diving deep into a topic that's going to surprise you. You see, pumpkin seeds are one of those foods that often get overlooked. They're small, crunchy, and seem harmless, right? But what if I told you that the way you eat them, how much you consume, or even what you pair them with could make a big difference, especially for seniors? Now don't worry, this isn't a scare story. It's a story of balance, wisdom, and understanding the why behind what we eat. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are packed with nutrients that can support your heart, bones, and even help you sleep better. But just like many natural foods, they come with a few cautions if they're misused, especially when our bodies become more sensitive with age. So before we jump into the deep end of their benefits and hidden risks, let me ask you this. Have you ever tried adding pumpkin seeds to your meals? And how did you feel afterward? Drop your experience in the comments. I'd love to know what you've noticed. Because today, we'll uncover not just why pumpkin seeds are powerful, but also the simple mistakes that can turn this super snack into a not-so-super situation. Now, let's unlock the treasure chest inside these tiny seeds, because pumpkin seeds are truly one of nature's hidden gems. Each little seed is loaded with nutrients that our bodies, especially as we age, absolutely love. For starters, they're packed with magnesium, a mineral that supports healthy bones, muscles, and even helps regulate sleep. Many seniors find themselves struggling with restless nights or muscle cramps, and magnesium can play a gentle, natural role in soothing those issues. But that's not all. Pumpkin seeds also contain zinc, which supports the immune system and helps your body fight off colds more effectively. It's like giving your body a soft shield, especially during colder seasons. On top of that, they're rich in healthy fats, which are the good kind, the ones that help keep your heart strong and your brain sharp. These fats, along with antioxidants, can help reduce inflammation, a common challenge for many elderly individuals. I once met a gentleman named Harold at a senior community event. He told me how he started sprinkling pumpkin seeds on his oatmeal every morning. Within weeks, he said he felt more energetic and noticed his digestion improved too. Stories like Harold's remind us that small, consistent habits can bring real changes. So, as you listen today, remember, pumpkin seeds aren't just a snack. They're a simple, powerful ally for your health. But, and it's a big but, there's a right way and a wrong way to enjoy them. And that's where many people, especially seniors, unknowingly go wrong. Stick around because we're going to reveal some of those common mistakes. And the last one is the most surprising of all. As we get older, our bodies change, not just on the outside, but inside too. Our metabolism slows down, our digestive system becomes more sensitive, and the way we process nutrients can shift in subtle but important ways. That's why even healthy foods like pumpkin seeds can have a different impact on seniors compared to younger adults. You might have noticed, for example, that certain foods you used to enjoy without any issues now make you feel a little bloated, tired, or uneasy. That's not your imagination. It's your body sending you a message. For older adults, balance becomes everything. Pumpkin seeds, though rich in magnesium, zinc, and fiber, can cause discomfort if eaten in large amounts. Think of it like adding too many toppings on a pizza. Even the good stuff becomes too much. I once spoke with a listener named Mary, who loved munching on roasted pumpkin seeds while watching her favorite shows. She told me she thought, well, they're healthy, so the more the better. But after a few days, she started feeling bloated and constipated. Her doctor explained it wasn't the seeds themselves, but the quantity. Her body just wasn't used to digesting that much fiber all at once. It's little moments like these that remind us how important portion control becomes as we age. So if you've ever felt odd after eating something healthy, don't be discouraged. It's all about finding the sweet spot. Up next, we'll explore the right way to include pumpkin seeds in your diet and some myths you might have believed about them for years. Let's talk about something many people overlook: how we eat pumpkin seeds. You see, not all pumpkin seeds are created equal, and the way you prepare or consume them can make a big difference in how your body responds. Some folks like them raw, straight out of the pumpkin, while others enjoy them roasted with a sprinkle of salt. But here's the thing: roasting can actually change the nutritional value. Lightly roasting them helps bring out flavor and crunch, but over-roasting, especially at high temperatures, can destroy some of those precious healthy fats we talked about earlier. And when it comes to salt, moderation is key. A lot of prepackaged roasted pumpkin seeds come loaded with sodium, which might not be ideal for seniors managing blood pressure. Think of it this way: imagine you're seasoning soup. A little pinch adds taste, but too much, and it overwhelms everything else. The same goes for salt on seeds. Another thing to keep in mind is chewing. Many older adults forget that pumpkin seeds are quite fibrous and need to be chewed thoroughly. Swallowing them whole can lead to digestion discomfort or even constipation. So, take your time, enjoy their nutty flavor, and let your stomach thank you later. One of my favorite ways to eat them? Sprinkling a tablespoon or two over oatmeal, yogurt, or a salad. That way, you're adding a crunch without overdoing it. And remember, balance is everything. You don't need a whole handful. Just a small portion gives you all those amazing nutrients. Now that we've talked about how to eat them the right way, in the next part, we're going to touch on something really important: what can happen if you don't? Hey there, my friends. Before we jump into the next part, which, trust me, you don't want to miss, let's take a quick moment to connect. If you're enjoying this episode so far and finding these tips helpful, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe to the Elderly Transformation Podcast. Every single like, comment, and share helps more seniors and caregivers discover these simple, life-changing health insights. I truly believe that learning together makes us stronger, and this community is growing because of you. So if you've ever sat with a cup of tea, listened to one of our episodes and thought, "I didn't know that, I'm glad I do now," then hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And here's a fun idea: share this episode with a friend or family member who loves healthy snacking. You never know, it might start a new conversation about wellness in their home too. Now, back to pumpkin seeds. We've talked about how they can support your heart, bones, and digestion when used correctly. But it's time we shine a light on the other side. The moments when even a good thing can turn troublesome. Because while pumpkin seeds can truly be a superfood, the way we handle, store, and consume them can turn them from a friend into a foe. Coming up next, we'll uncover the hidden risks that many people don't realize, and how a simple habit might make all the difference in keeping you safe and healthy. Here's something many people never think about. Pumpkin seeds, though tiny and nutritious, can actually become harmful if not handled or stored properly. Just like any other natural food, they can go rancid when exposed to air, heat, or light for too long. You might notice a slightly bitter or off smell. That's your cue they've lost their freshness. Rancid seeds contain damaged fats that can be tough on your liver and digestive system, especially for seniors whose metabolism isn't as quick as it once was. It's a bit like leaving butter out on the counter for days. It may still look okay, but the taste and quality change dramatically. Another sneaky risk comes from improper storage. Seeds kept in open containers or humid environments can develop mold, and that mold can release compounds that are best avoided altogether. This doesn't mean you need to panic. Just store your pumpkin seeds in a sealed jar in a cool, dry place, or even the fridge, and you'll be fine. Think of it as giving your seeds a cozy little home to stay fresh. Also, beware of flavored or coated versions sold at stores. Many are drenched in sugar, salt, or preservatives that can spike your sodium intake and cause bloating or raise blood pressure. A listener once told me she picked up a sweet cinnamon mix at a market thinking it was healthy, only to discover it had more sugar than a cookie. The lesson here? Read the labels, trust your senses, and treat pumpkin seeds like the delicate superfood they are. Up next, we'll dive into portion control, because even fresh seeds can be too much of a good thing if we don't know when to stop. Now let's talk about something that catches so many people off guard: portion size. When we hear that a food is healthy, our first instinct is often, "Great, I'll just eat more of it." But here's the truth. Even the healthiest foods can cause problems when eaten in large amounts. Pumpkin seeds are packed with nutrients, but they're also very calorie-dense and rich in fiber and fats. For seniors whose digestion can slow down a little over time, that means eating too many can leave you feeling bloated, gassy, or even constipated. I once chatted with a sweet lady named Doris at a wellness fair. She told me she loved snacking on pumpkin seeds during her afternoon tea. But one day, after eating nearly a full cup, she noticed she felt stuffed and sluggish. Her doctor gently reminded her that moderation is key. A small handful, roughly 2 tablespoons, is usually plenty to get all the health perks without the tummy troubles. Think of it like planting a garden. A few seeds bring beauty, but too many in one spot can crowd the soil. The same goes for your digestive system. Start small, see how your body feels, and adjust gently. Everyone's tolerance is different, and that's perfectly okay. Also, try pairing your seeds with other foods, like fruit or yogurt, so you're not eating them in isolation. It helps your body process them more comfortably. Coming up, we'll explore another big factor that many people overlook: how pumpkin seeds can interact with certain medications or conditions. And the last one I'll mention might surprise you the most, so make sure you stick around. Let's shine a light on something that doesn't get talked about enough: how pumpkin seeds might interact with certain medications or health conditions. Now, don't let this scare you. It's not about avoiding them altogether, but about being aware and making smart choices. Pumpkin seeds contain powerful nutrients like magnesium and zinc that can influence how some medications work in your body. For instance, magnesium is known for its relaxing effects on muscles and nerves. Wonderful benefits. But in higher amounts, it might alter how your body absorbs certain prescriptions. Think of it like 2 guests arriving at the same dinner table. Sometimes they share the space well, other times they bump elbows a little. Seniors who take medication for heart conditions, blood pressure, or digestion should always chat with their doctor or pharmacist before adding large amounts of any new food, including pumpkin seeds, to their daily routine. I remember a listener named George who started sprinkling a generous amount of pumpkin seeds on every meal. After a while, he noticed his usual medication didn't seem to be working the same way. When he brought it up at his next appointment, his doctor suggested adjusting the timing between his medication and snacks. A simple fix, but it made all the difference. This is a gentle reminder. Food and medicine both play important roles in our health, and sometimes they just need a bit of scheduling harmony. So if you're on medication, don't worry. Just keep communication open with your healthcare provider. Up next, we'll talk about another common mistake: how preparation methods can make or break your pumpkin seed experience. Even the healthiest food can lose its benefits if it isn't prepared mindfully, and pumpkin seeds are no exception. Many seniors make the mistake of either eating them raw straight from the pumpkin or buying pre-packaged seeds that seem convenient but may be heavily salted, flavored, or roasted at high temperatures. Raw seeds are great, but they often have a thin, slightly bitter coating that can be tough on digestion if eaten in excess. Lightly roasting them at home with minimal oil and no added salt can enhance flavor and make them easier to digest. Another overlooked step is soaking or lightly sprouting seeds, which can help neutralize compounds that sometimes interfere with nutrient absorption and make the seeds gentler on the stomach. Think of it like giving the seeds a little spa treatment. They become softer, more digestible, and retain their natural goodness. Also, always make sure your hands, bowls, and utensils are clean. Even tiny bits of moisture or residue can cause the seeds to spoil faster. I recall a story from a listener named Clara, who loved sprinkling pumpkin seeds over her morning yogurt. She found that when she lightly toasted them herself and stored them in an airtight jar, her tummy felt great, and she could enjoy them every day without bloating. Preparation might seem like a small detail, but it's one of those easy habits that separates a maybe uncomfortable snack from a truly nourishing experience. Next, we'll look at another common mistake seniors make: over-reliance on supplements instead of whole foods, and why that matters. Hey friends, before we continue unpacking the final tips and warnings about pumpkin seeds, let's take a moment to connect. If you're enjoying this episode and finding it helpful for your health and lifestyle, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Elderly Transformation Podcast. Every single like and subscription helps this community grow, and more seniors can discover tips that actually make a difference in their daily life. And here's a little bonus idea. Leave a comment sharing your favorite way to enjoy pumpkin seeds, whether it's in oatmeal, salads, or just a handful as a snack. Your story might inspire someone else to try something new and healthy. I always love reading these comments and sharing them with our listeners because it reminds us that even small, everyday habits can make a big impact. Now back to pumpkin seeds. In the next section, we'll talk about why some seniors turn to supplements instead of whole seeds and the hidden consequences of that choice. Trust me, this is one of those aha moments that many people overlook, and understanding it can make your snack time safer, healthier, and way more enjoyable. Many seniors think that popping a pumpkin seed supplement pill is just as good as eating the real thing. While supplements can be convenient, they often lack the synergy of nutrients found naturally in whole seeds. Pumpkin seeds are packed with fiber, healthy fats, magnesium, zinc, and antioxidants, all working together in a way that can't be perfectly replicated in a capsule. Think of it like baking a cake. The flour, eggs, and sugar all combine to create something delightful. But if you just take one ingredient, it won't taste the same or have the same effect. Another issue with supplements is dosage. It's easy to take too much or too little without realizing it. Your body is smart, but it responds best to nutrients in balanced, natural amounts. For instance, a handful of whole seeds sprinkled over oatmeal provides fiber to aid digestion, fats for heart health, and minerals for bones, all in the perfect combination your body can absorb gradually. I remember a listener named Paul who switched from eating a tablespoon of seeds each morning to taking a super supplement instead. Within weeks, he noticed he didn't feel as energetic and his digestion felt off. His doctor explained that whole foods provide benefits beyond what a pill can offer, not just nutrients, but also the chewing, enzymes, and fiber that help your body process them naturally. So, whenever possible, choose real pumpkin seeds over supplements and enjoy the experience of eating them as part of a wholesome meal. Coming up, we'll explore a cautionary tale about overconsumption and why even healthy seeds can become risky. Even the healthiest foods can backfire if we overdo them, and pumpkin seeds are no exception. Many seniors fall into the trap of thinking, if a little is good, a lot must be better, but that's not how our bodies work, especially as we age. Overeating pumpkin seeds can lead to digestive discomfort, bloating, constipation, or even minor nutrient imbalances. For instance, While magnesium is wonderful for muscles, bones, and sleep, too much can sometimes cause loose stools or digestive upset. Similarly, a large intake of zinc might interfere with the absorption of other minerals. I recall a listener, Edith, who loved snacking on pumpkin seeds while knitting in the evening. She started with small portions, but eventually found herself mindlessly reaching into the bag, consuming far more than intended. Within a few days, she noticed stomach cramps and irregular digestion. After adjusting to a measured portion, roughly 2 tablespoons per day, she felt lighter, more energetic, and could enjoy her snack without any side effects. The key takeaway here is simple. Pumpkin seeds are powerful, but balance is your best friend. Small, intentional servings provide all the benefits without any discomfort. In the next segment, we'll explore real-life anecdotes from seniors who discovered hidden pitfalls, and their stories will help you avoid the same mistakes. One of the best ways to understand the hidden risks of pumpkin seeds is through real-life examples. Take Robert, a retired teacher in his late 70s, for instance. He loved sprinkling pumpkin seeds on his morning cereal, thinking he was doing something wonderfully healthy for his heart and bones. But over time, he began noticing a strange bloating after each meal. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was normal aging. Eventually, he mentioned it to his doctor, who suggested that he might be consuming too many seeds too quickly, and that chewing them thoroughly could help digestion. After adjusting his portions and taking the time to eat slowly, Robert noticed a significant difference. He felt lighter, more energetic, and even his sleep improved. Then there's Linda, a widow in her early 70s, who tried eating pumpkin seeds as part of a weight loss plan. She bought a pre-roasted, heavily salted pack from the store, thinking it would make snacking convenient. Within days, she noticed swelling in her ankles and mild increases in blood pressure. Switching to lightly roasted, unsalted seeds solved the problem completely. These stories highlight something crucial. Pumpkin seeds are not inherently risky, but preparation, portion, and attention to your body's signals are everything. By sharing these anecdotes, I hope you can see yourself in these situations and avoid similar missteps. Coming up, we'll discuss practical tips for safely incorporating pumpkin seeds into your daily routine, so you can enjoy their benefits without worry. Let's break it down into practical steps so you can enjoy pumpkin seeds safely and happily. First, measure your portions. A small handful, or about 2 tablespoons per day, is often plenty for most seniors. Second, chew thoroughly. It sounds simple, but proper chewing makes a huge difference for digestion, ensuring the nutrients are absorbed and your stomach stays comfortable. Third, choose the right preparation. Lightly roasting or soaking your seeds enhances flavor, improves digestibility, and keeps nutrients intact. Avoid heavily salted or sugar-coated prepackaged varieties, which can be sneaky sources of extra sodium or sugar. Fourth, pair them wisely. Eating pumpkin seeds alongside yogurt, oatmeal, or salads helps your body absorb nutrients gradually and prevents discomfort from eating them alone. Fifth, store properly. Keep seeds in airtight containers in a cool, dry spot, or even in the fridge to avoid rancidity. And finally, listen to your body. If you feel bloated, gassy, or notice unusual symptoms, scale back and monitor your response. One listener, Helen, shared how sprinkling seeds over her afternoon smoothie instead of snacking straight from the bag made a huge difference. She felt satisfied, energized, and never experienced discomfort. These tips may seem small, but they can transform a potentially risky habit into a safe, nutrient-rich addition to your daily routine. Up next, we'll touch on another critical consideration: interactions with other foods and supplements you may already be taking. Hey friends, before we jump into some additional insights about pumpkin seeds and how they interact with other foods or supplements, I want to take a quick moment to say thank you for listening. If you're finding these tips helpful, Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Elderly Transformation Podcast. Your support helps more seniors discover practical, easy-to-follow health advice, and it strengthens our growing community of listeners who are all learning to live healthier, happier lives. And here's a little fun idea. Leave a comment below with your favorite way to enjoy pumpkin seeds. Do you sprinkle them on salads, oatmeal, or just eat them straight from the bag? Sharing your experience might inspire someone else to try a new, safe approach. Every story counts, and your insight could help another senior avoid common mistakes while enjoying this nutritious snack. Now, let's continue and explore how pumpkin seeds can interact with other foods, supplements, and lifestyle habits, and why understanding these interactions is key to staying safe and healthy. When we think of nutrition, it's easy to focus only on the food itself. But how pumpkin seeds interact with other foods, drinks, or supplements is just as important. For instance, pairing pumpkin seeds with certain high-fiber foods or drinks can sometimes slow digestion, which might cause temporary bloating or mild stomach discomfort for some seniors. Similarly, if you're taking mineral supplements or vitamins, your body may absorb those nutrients differently when you consume a lot of pumpkin seeds at the same time. It's not dangerous in most cases, but it's a reminder that timing and balance matter. I remember a listener, Samuel, who took a daily mineral supplement alongside a generous portion of pumpkin seeds and noticed mild digestive upset. Once he spaced out his supplement from his snack, the discomfort disappeared, and he was able to enjoy the seeds freely. Another key point is that pumpkin seeds are naturally high in magnesium and zinc, two minerals that are vital for health but can be excessive if combined with concentrated supplements. Think of it like watering a plant. A little extra helps it thrive, but too much can overwhelm it. My best advice? Enjoy pumpkin seeds as part of a balanced diet, monitor how your body responds, and always talk with your healthcare provider if you're unsure about potential interactions. Coming up, we'll look at how to incorporate pumpkin seeds into meals for maximum benefit. And the last tip will be the most important one you won't want to miss. One of the best ways to enjoy pumpkin seeds safely is by strategically including them in your daily meals rather than mindlessly snacking. For breakfast, try sprinkling a small handful on oatmeal, yogurt, or cereal. This adds a satisfying crunch while giving you a boost of magnesium, zinc, and healthy fats. For lunch, toss a few seeds into salads or vegetable bowls to enhance flavor and texture. Even dinner can benefit. Adding a sprinkle to roasted vegetables or a grain dish provides extra nutrients without overwhelming your digestive system. I once spoke to a listener named Nancy who struggled with portion control. She found that by mixing pumpkin seeds into meals instead of eating them straight from the bag, she could enjoy them every day without bloating or digestive issues. Another tip is timing. Spreading your pumpkin seed intake throughout the day instead of eating a large portion at once helps your body absorb nutrients more effectively. Think of it like little bursts of nutrition that your body can handle with ease. And finally, don't forget the fun factor. Experimenting with different ways to enjoy seeds keeps meals interesting and prevents snack fatigue. Roasted, unsalted, or lightly seasoned, the options are endless, and each method can be tailored to your personal taste while staying safe and healthy. Next, we'll dive into the last key caution that everyone should know. And trust me, this one is often overlooked, but extremely important. If there's one thing that surprises many seniors, it's how easily pumpkin seeds can become a problem when portion, preparation, or timing are ignored together. The biggest mistake? Eating large amounts mindlessly, often in combination with supplements or high-sodium snacks, without paying attention to how your body responds. It's easy to assume that because pumpkin seeds are healthy, more must be better. But as we've discussed, overconsumption can lead to digestive discomfort, bloating, or even subtle nutrient imbalances. I remember a listener named Martha who loved snacking on seeds while watching TV every evening. Over time, she began experiencing mild stomach cramps and irregular digestion. Once she started measuring out her portions, spacing them throughout the day, and pairing them with meals instead of eating them alone, her symptoms disappeared. The lesson here is simple. Pumpkin seeds are powerful allies, but only when enjoyed thoughtfully. Think of them as a friendly helper for your body, not a magic fix. By respecting portion sizes, preparing them correctly, and observing how your body reacts, you can enjoy all their health benefits safely. In our final segments, we'll summarize the key takeaways and practical tips so you can confidently add pumpkin seeds to your diet without worry. Let's take a moment to recap everything we've learned about enjoying pumpkin seeds safely and effectively. First, remember that portion control is essential. A small handful, or about 2 tablespoons per day, is usually plenty for seniors. Second, preparation matters. Lightly roasting, soaking, or sprouting seeds enhances digestibility and preserves nutrients, while avoiding overly salted or sweetened store-bought varieties keeps your blood pressure and overall health in check. Third, chew thoroughly and pair wisely. Eating seeds with meals or alongside foods like yogurt or salads helps your body absorb nutrients smoothly. Fourth, monitor interactions with medications or supplements. It's always wise to consult your healthcare provider if you're taking prescription drugs or other supplements to avoid any unintended effects. Fifth, listen to your body. Bloating, discomfort, or irregular digestion are signs to adjust portions or timing. Lastly, make it enjoyable. Sprinkle them into meals, try different preparations, and treat pumpkin seeds as a tasty, nutritious addition to your day rather than just a snack. These simple, mindful habits transform pumpkin seeds from a potentially tricky snack into a safe, heart-healthy, and bone-supporting powerhouse. By following these tips, seniors can confidently enjoy pumpkin seeds, knowing they are maximizing benefits while minimizing risks. And friends, we're almost at the finish line. But before we close, I have one final friendly reminder for you. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want to leave you with a few heartfelt reminders. Pumpkin seeds are tiny but mighty, packed with nutrients that can support your heart, bones, muscles, and overall well-being. But like any superfood, they need to be treated with care. Mind your portions, prepare them thoughtfully, chew thoroughly, and be aware of any interactions with medications or supplements. Remember the stories we shared today: Robert, Linda, Martha, and others. Their experiences highlight that even healthy habits can go awry if we overlook simple details. My biggest piece of advice: pay attention to your body, enjoy your food, and never hesitate to ask your healthcare provider for guidance when introducing new snacks into your routine. And friends, before we officially sign off, if you found today's episode helpful or eye-opening, please hit that like button, subscribe, and share this podcast with someone who could benefit. Your support allows us to continue sharing these friendly, practical tips to help seniors live healthier, safer, and happier lives. So the next time you reach for a handful of pumpkin seeds, do so mindfully, enjoy every crunch, and know that you're nourishing your body in the best possible way. Thank you for joining me today on the Elderly Transformation Podcast. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep embracing those little changes that make a big difference in your life.